What's up, Americans? Today's episode is me showing you how to hook up to just wire straight into some lights. So this is what we got. We got some jackleg took and put wire nuts on here, but we're going to pretend like these wire nuts are not here for the making of this video. I'm going to use my posi-taps and tap into each wire by testing it with a tester. So that's what we're going to do today. So this here is the tester I use. I bought this dude at Harbor Freight. It's just a cheap tester. It will send a needle out like so. You could, let's see if I could do it. You could grab something and, poke him like so. This here is your ground. Just take and clip that onto your ground. So let's get started. So this is what I'm using here. They're called posi-taps, and there's three basic parts to this. You have this guy, which is the bottom, and the wire obviously slides in there. Part number two is this guy, the middle, and that other part screws into that one. The small needle stabs the wire. Then we have part three. You feed your other wire number two, through this hole, and it has to be frayed right here. Then it screws into that, and bam, you're tapped, and it's posi. So now the next step. Okay, now the next step is basically find your ground. Typically I have found that the ground is white, and I went ahead and pulled this out of one of these wire nuts, and basically I'm going to take my tester right here, and I'm going to take and poke that point out, and I'm going to test this guy right here. See that? I just stabbed him on in there because on these wire nuts they had an open end. I stuck the needle in there. See what I got. Okay, that's my left turn signal. Yellow is left turn, so I know that. So moving on. Okay, we still have our ground hooked up. We come over here to the right side. Now we're going to try to figure out what our right is. So I hook on to this guy, and let's test it. See what we got. Alright, there's my right. Green, apparently, is right. There we go. Boy, this is getting easier and easier, huh? Alright, moving on. So, this is what I did. There was two wires sticking out, so I made an educated guess and came up with the tail light is brown. So brown is tail light, green is right side, yellow is left turn, and white is ground. So that's what I've came up on this truck. This truck right here, I'll give you a quick tour. So if you run across a truck like this, you'll know what's up. This truck is longer than a piece of string. So we got, it's a 2012 International. It, I bet it used to be a reefer truck, so like a refrigerated box unit. It has an automatic transmission, which personally annoys me most times, but whatever. It's a 4300. It doesn't say it on the side of the truck. But that's what we're working with today. You know, I came here to pick this truck up, and the guy would not sign for the truck. He just put a number down where the signature is. And when you pick up a truck, you have to get it signed out, or signed for shipper pickup. And then basically, you get it signed. The most important signature is the one at the end. So I wrote on there, would not sign. And then I informed the guy how many trucks I've done this year, and he's the only dick that didn't sign the paperwork. So I let him know then and there, because I usually don't take any shit off of people. But anyway, this is how I hooked up to this truck. I went with the top lip of the bottom frame, or hooking like this, because I wanted to jog it up and over this rinky-dink, real thin bar. And I mean, I didn't know how well that was welded or what have you, but I just went ahead and did it like this. And then I took and dropped it down behind these lights, because these lights are real flimsy. Look at that. And basically, I wanted to run my chains up and over away from these lights, because I don't want them to stick me with replacing temporary lights. That's what these are, is temporary lights. Because, you know, they're going to put another box or a grain bed or something on this truck. So, I mean, I don't want to be stuck with a bill and get jacked up. But I took this bungee cord that just popped loose. I'll secure it a lot better. It'll be properly mounted and secure. But I got this on here because I want this chain right here to be held back so it doesn't get up in here and get in a bind, because it's wanting to ride up there. But I'll secure that a lot better. Most likely with 3000 zip ties like I like to use. You know, believe it or not, I go through a lot of zip ties. But anyhow, I got my chain ran back to the subframe of this Honda, and I'm gonna run my lights up there. Then I'm gonna get the hell on out of here and get out there and make some damn money. Y'all be good, be safe, have a good one.